Hello everyone, and thanks for entering the fourth and final round of the Michelin EWXC at Heidelberg. The red loop for this event is roughly 13 kilometers long and is the toughest red loop we've had this year. You have been warned, it's a proper stonker. The green loop is 11 kilometers and also has a few tricky sections included. The red loop is only for Pro Elite, Pro B, Senior Pro, Masters and High School classes. This is race 1 and it starts at 8 a.m. The green loop is for Silver A and B, Club, Pro Mini and Ladies A. This is race 2 which starts at 10 a.m. The red and green loops are common for most of the way except for 2 splits where the red loop will do a few extra insane sections. These splits are well signposted. All loops are marked with red Dayglow tape. The junior loop for the 65cc, 85cc Mini and Ladies B is common with the main loop for about 1 kilometer, then splits and does a short section before merging with the main loop about 1 kilometer before the pits. This race starts at about 10:45 after their sighting lap and runs for an hour. Race 1 will run for 4 hours after the last rider has left the start line. Race 2 for 3.5 hours after the last rider has left the start line. Please keep an eye out on the boards indicating where the 2 splits are. Right, some notes on navigation. All routes are marked with orange markers which must be on your left. 2 markers, one under the other, indicates a turn in that specific direction. Green Dayglow means you're going in the wrong direction. The juniors will split off from the main route. Please look out for this well signposted fork in the route. Please do not go on the junior route if you're not a junior. The main and junior routes are common for the first kilometer of the route, so please watch out for the little guys. Orange markers take preference to the GPS track at all times. GPS track will be available on the WhatsApp group and in an email. No GPSs will be loaded by the organizers on race day. A GPS is not compulsory, but it is highly recommended. Every rider will get a Just Track tracking device. This will be handed to you at registration. The organizers, medics and pit crews will be able to see where the riders are on the route in real time. For any queries about these units, please speak to the team at the Just Track gazebo. The tracking unit will be collected from you after the race. Please do not go home with the tracking unit. Right, big thanks must go to Michelin, Mayfair Gearbox, DC Signs, Fast KTM, Basefit, Torcraft, Prepsol, Cycleworks Suspension, Empire Graphics and Bike Kings for sponsoring this event. Big thanks to Igor, our chief course setter, Denise for all the admin, Rob for the timing, Laird and Troy Adam for just generally helping out with anything. We really do value the extra hands on the day. Riders, please ensure that your details are correct on your race control profile, your riding number and your name. Prepsol will have a complimentary bike wash setup near Ben's house, and there will also be food and drinks for sale up near Ben's house. Right, when you enter the venue, you can set up your pit straight away and then go to documentation table where you will be handed your envelope. You must then have your race control tag checked at registration. If you do not sign that you have had your tag checked, we will add 1 hour to your time should there be a protest. Please also check that you only have 1 race control tag on either you or your bike. If you're found to have more than 1 tag and it causes a problem with the timing, we will add 1 hour to your times. Right, timing procedures. Your race tags and numbers issued by WAMSA must correspond. The bike number and the timing tags. You must have bike numbers on your bike. You will be ejected from the start line if you do not have the correct race number on your bike. Your small seeding number is not your bike number. Your tags must be mounted correctly, facing up or down, preferably on the peak of your helmet, not sideways as the scanner is always overhead. Your starting number, which is a small square number you get with your envelope, must be visible on your front number board, but do not obscure your main bike number. Avoid timing scanner tent with your helmet or tags if you are not racing. No crews or parents may come near the timing control area. The timers need to focus and not be distracted. Right, pre-race paddock and starting procedures. Get into order according to your seeding stickers. So you will start lining up 6 at a time, and in 60 seconds apart, you will be let go after a dead engine starts. At the end of the lap, go slowly through the scanner tent and confirm with the scanner if they've picked you up. Do not stop in the timing tent, please. First gear in the pit lane. We've had a few complaints about speeding in the pits, so please adhere to the first gear rule. When you refuel, it's only on an environmental mat with a fire extinguisher nearby, and you must be off your bike. Alright guys, be careful out there. There's a lot of rocks, there's a lot of lurkers, the grass is long, there's stumps that are hidden, there's ruts, there's trees, which are all part of the route, so just take care. On to safety. Please be aware that if you come across an injured rider, you are obliged to stop and render assistance. First priority is to do what you can to make race control aware and convey the location, either via a marshal with a two-way radio or by phoning race control. If you have a GPS, mark the waypoint. There's a few videos on our YouTube channel to show you how to do that. Do not move the injured rider if you do not have to, only if they are in a very dangerous position or if the injury is less serious. All riders must stay on the route. Do not stray from the route. We will not be able to find you when sending out sweepers after the race. Pit crews, please stay behind the barrier tape and be careful when walking around that you're not on or close to the racing line. The number of laps will be posted on the WhatsApp group. There will also be a board at registration and at the timing tent with the number of laps you need to do for your specific class. The board will also be on display during the race at the timing tent. Please guys, we supply litter bags for everyone. Please put your bottles and papers, etc. inside those bags, and please take the bags with you and put them in your wheelie bin at home. Thank you. Okay, special announcements. The next Fast KTM Medallas will be in Dahlstrom on the 2nd of September. More details to follow about that. Then we are also planning our first adventure bike Medallas over the weekend of 23 and 24 September. Also more info to follow on that. Then if you're not already part of the Enduro World News WhatsApp groups, then please get hold of us so we can add you to those. There's no jokes or anything. That's just a purely notification only group. Then please send us some feedback via email with your suggestions for other events on how we did on this event, whether it's good or bad. And then thank you again for supporting Enduro World. Hope you have a lacquer race.